Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back at the house for another honeydew project. Okay, freeze. Yo, do you not see that big blotch on my nose? You call yourself like content creator. Well, you should be looking out for me too, because I can't see my face when I'm filming. So you need to let me know if I got big blotches on my face.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Sorry?
Yeah, you're fired. Today we are in our kitchen slash dining area, I guess you would call it. And a little while ago we did some some cabinets in here in our dining room. I got you a picture of it here, and they're awesome. Storage is key in our house. We have a lot of people, a lot of stuff, so definitely storage is #1 priority. And now next we have this little nook area here where we have a china cabinet, and I think we're a little bit over the china cabinet. Yeah. Steph's over the china cabinet. I could care less, but Stephanie's over the china cabinet. So we are going to do some more cabinet storage over in this area. We're going to do some lowers. We're going to do some uppers, do some floating shelves, do some lighting, some really cool stuff. And I also have a special surprise for Stephanie that she doesn't even know about yet that I think she's going to love. So that's the next project. Let's get it going.
It's a fancy move you got going on there.
Well, I'm trying to change out the lighting in here because it's super dark with these lights in there. So I'm trying to put some brighter bulbs in. But this light's been on all morning, so these bulbs are like 1,000 degrees. And I can't do it with my bare hands, so I'm just using these tongs, rubber tongs, to get in there and loosen them up and then pull it right out.
Genius.
Yep. That's what they call me, genius.
Don't ruin my tongs. Who are we kidding? Nana's tongs.
I'm surprised you even know what they're called. All right, so I guess we need to talk about what we're doing here. And unfortunately, Stephanie, I need to tell you what this question mark is because I'm kind of building this whole entire cabinet system around that item. So I got you a new wine cooler. Wine fridge.
That's awesome. That's okay. I can't lie. I saw your order. I'm sorry. I know you wanted it to be a surprise.
That's all right. No worries about it. Well, it's a surprise when it gets here. So anyway, all right. So this is what we're doing. We're going to put some lower cabinets in, similar to the other side over there. We're going to put a 30-inch cabinet there, 30-inch cabinet here. This is going to be our wine fridge. And we're going to put a 12-inch cabinet over there. And the layout works perfect. We're just enough room to get the wine cooler in there exactly. Okay, and now this height here that you can see I got with my laser level there, this is going to be the height of the top of the countertop there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, because the wine fridge sticks out a certain amount, I have to make sure I have enough room for the wine fridge to get back into the cabinets. So we're going to be out about 18 inches with our cabinets, and our bar top is going to come out about 20. And I think that will be perfect for the wine fridge to set in and have enough room, okay? So these are the same cabinets that we bought for the bottoms. I showed you the pan over of the built-ins that we already put inside. So these are the same ones. They're just from Lowe's. They're not great, but it's just going to be for storage, and they're going to have a nice top on top, and we're going to finish them and make them look nice. So that's why I don't go crazy on the bottoms. Now the uppers are going to be different, and we'll talk about those down the road, but for now we're just going to do the bottoms like we did before. And I guess the first step is getting them primed. So I'm going to take the doors off them, take the hardware off them, give them a little quick sand down, make sure there's no dings or anything in them. And I'm going to put a coat of primer on them. And that'll be step 1. One thing I mentioned in the other video is that it's very important to use a good brush. Now that I'm a painter, I've been realizing that a good brush is very important. So before I put this primer or put this finish on these cabinets, I'm going to make sure I have a good paintbrush. And I do have a good paintbrush here. You can see that's a Worcester, I think is how you pronounce it. And I think that's a good one. And the problem with this one is that I let my partner, Stephanie, use it. And I found it sitting on the deck with a little bit of black paint on it, but she never cleaned it. So therefore I had a good brush, but now I do not have a good brush. Well, that's what happens when you try to go too fast. I just spilled almost all of my primer on the ground. I don't have much. And for those of you, I'm probably showing my age here, but those of you that remember Breakfast Club, I hope I don't get cigar burn in my arm, because that's what happens when you spill paint in the garage. Primer on these. So I got the faces primed on these inside and out, and I got the backs primed on the doors because it's just a primer, so I don't have to let this dry 100%. I let it sit for a little while, but then I can flip it over and put a good coat on the front. And then that way it'll be done, and then I'll wait till tomorrow, let everything dry real good. I'll sand it down, and then I'll paint with my final product. I believe I'm going to go with that General Finishes white poly. We love that stuff. It goes on great, and it's really durable. So I think that's what I'm going to roll with, is that General Finishes. I hope I have enough. If not, I might have to go steal some from Jamie's, or I have to order some more. Ooh. Are you good in here?
It's a little cold, but
Dude, I got you 2 heaters.
it's still cold.
You look like a homeless. You look like a homeless person.
You want my help? This is what you get.
I don't think anyone's gonna be bragging about how good looking you are in this video. All right, so we're gonna have a wine fridge, we're gonna have outlets, and we're gonna have lights. So to have all that, you need
Power.
power. Excellent. See, my helper's, she's catching on, dude. She's like this. She's like so quick. All right, so as you can see, we don't have any power here. But you know what we do have? Right below this tile is our main panel box in the basement, and we're going to show you that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drill a hole through the tile.
What? You're gonna do what?
Yeah, we're just going to drill a hole through the tile. It doesn't make any sense. Why do I want to rip out this drywall and try to go through the bottom plate when all I need is right underneath that tile? And this is all going to be void space. These cabinets are only 12 inches because we didn't want big 24-inch bottoms. We want just 12. So I'm just going to firm off the wall 6 inches or so. So I'm going to have all this void space back here. So it's perfect. Drill some holes through the tile, run my power up, put my outlets, everything I need, and no issues.
Why do I foresee issues?
Never any issues. Okay, so let's go downstairs and look. Oh, you know why I know that nothing's there? Look at this. I bet you didn't even know this was here. Look at this thing. Did you know this thing was here?
No.
Exactly. Neither did I, because it's always behind the door. This is a return for the AC. And if you look down there, you can see the box and you can see the line for the AC. So what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs, and I'm going to show you where that is downstairs. So come with me, Steph. Hey, look at these ballin' stairs. I wonder who did those. Don't mind they're a mess. Look at this killer ceiling. Look at
Nice.
Look at that killer headboard. Man, who made that? All right, come on in here. Wow, man, that bathroom looks nice. Who just remodeled that thing? Wow. Man, look at your storage you have here in the closet. Oh, man, who did that? All right, come on in, babe. Not a lot of room, but come on in. All right, so look at here. See that?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. That's that return right by the door. So see this void in here between the joists? That's right where I was making those marks in that tile. So instead of dealing with all that crap back there, I'm just going to drill a hole here and here, bring my wire down, and put it right inside my panel box. And I got spaces right here to put extra space in there for the breakers. Now listen, I am not an electrician at all. But I'll tell you what, Nathan Morgan, our electrician that we do all of our jobs with, is phenomenal. I talked to Nathan about 20 minutes this morning, and we went through everything, so I know exactly what I got going on. I know exactly what I need. I know the right amperage. I know the right wire. So I'm going to do it. It'll be to code. Everything will be perfect. Okay.
Hey, I thought you were going fishing today.
I was going to, but when I woke up, it was dark. It was freezing cold outside. I don't feel the best. I didn't want to wake the dog up. So I'm just going to fish from home today.
What? You're fishing from home?
Yeah, man. Fishing Clash, baby. You heard me right. Fishing Clash has one of the most realistic graphics you've ever seen in mobile games. You can travel all around the world and fish in some killer locations like Cape Town, South Africa, the Mediterranean Sea, and even the Great Barrier Reef. So playing the game is super easy. Simply cast that line, wait for that nibble, and then boom, set that hook. Now line tension, very important. Too low a tension, and he's going to spit out the hook. Too high a tension, he's going to break the line. So keep the meter in the middle for a better score. So having a nice rod, it's cool and all, but let's talk about lures. Lures are the basic and most important part of the game. The level of the bait most determines how big the fish you're going to catch. So the better your bait, the better the fish. Are you ready to catch a lunker and help support my channel? Simply download the game using my link below or scan that QR code that you see on the screen. You ready for a welcome bonus? Use my gift code JAYSWAY to get an awesome $20 value reward for free. Just use my gift code JAYSWAY and you'll get a unique avatar, 1 mythical lure card, 50 luck power-ups, and 30 weight power-ups to help you catch bigger fish. Hey, thanks again to Fishing Clash for sponsoring today's video. I'm going back to bed. Alright, so I pulled some measurements to get me in the center of that joist area where I want to be. So I think this is where I'm going to be, is right here. So I got Stephanie down below. Steph, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, I'm going to get ready to drill. You ready? Okay, if something's going wrong or I'm going to hit something, make sure you scream. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the grout here with some old nasty bit just to make sure that I'm in the right area. So, you ready, Ryan? Mm-hmm. Got my daughter Ryan on the camera today, so here we go. Oh, I'm on hammer drill. Well, maybe I'll stay on hammer drill.
Stop.
What?
Nothing, I'm just kidding.
Whatever, dude. All right, am I through? How's the spot look? All right, let's go see where I came out at. All right, there she is. Look at that. That's almost dead, in between those joists. And so I'm just going to run there. I'll cut another hole down there a little bit farther for the outlet for the wine fridge. And then I'll just run those down to this box. As you can see, this box was definitely not done by Morgan Electric because there's just freaking wires everywhere. Nathan's are always perfect. Jared does an excellent job. This one is not that. And I think that's our cable. I don't know what's going on there, dude. Anyway, so I'll just run my wire down in there and get it hooked up. So obviously that hole that I drilled is not big enough to get my wire through. So I need to make a bigger hole. So I went and borrowed this from, yeah, you know who, I'm not going to say his name. And it's a hole saw for tile. Okay. The problem is that if you try to get this started on the tile, it's almost impossible. It just dances around. So a little trick that we got, little pro tip, is that I'm going to take a scrap piece of wood and I'm just going to drill a hole in this scrap piece of wood with my bit. Woo! She's smoking, Daddy. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to place this over the tile where I want my hole. And I'm just simply going to put my hole saw in the hole. And that will keep it from dancing around. Let's go give it a try. My scrap piece of wood here. I got where I know where I want my hole. I'm just going to center that up over there. Put a little pressure on my wood. Can I say that? I don't know. And I do have a little bit of water too that I'm going to use to get this going. So there we go. Ah, she's dancing. I got to hold it better. I get a shot down there, Step. Before we put any of these cabinets in or even think about putting these cabinets in, I need to make sure I have all the electric ran and the electric going where it needs to go. So first we need to do is we need to put this is going to be our 3 switches. One switch is going to work the an upper light, another switch is going to work some cabinet lighting, another switch is going to work some under cabinet lighting. So we need to put this in. So this is going to be where the cabinet ends, and this is going to be where the bar top ends. And this is a stud. So I'm thinking it either has to go like here or it has to go back there.
No, further out.
Okay. And how high do you want it above the bar top? Like, I guess I could probably just go a standard height. I probably could just go over there and look at what those are. That's probably a standard height. Probably a good idea now that I think about it. Just go with the standard height and put that in here. So that'll be our 3 switches. And then again, I can just, back here, I can run the electric anywhere I want. I can rip the drywall out, do anything I want. So I'm just going to run the drywall or the electric over here. I will have to go from somewhere in here to here. I'll have to make a hole and go back behind the drywall because I don't want to mess this up and have to fix it. So I'll just put this in and then run the wire down into this area and then get it to go down there. Sounds like a plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got my main line going down to the basement, and that's going to run off my main box, and that's going to supply my power. And you saw in the time lapse, I did put this box in and got it all fitted tight. But the problem is that I need to run 3 more lines out of this box, down and up into this area here. So I guess I'm just going to cut off the thing downstairs in the basement. I'll bring the wire up here, and then I'll just fish it out and just leave plenty of wire to get up to where I need to go. And then once I have all the wires out of there, then I can get the box in and get it snugged up, and that'll be done. All right, we got a bunch of wire here. So I got my wire labeled. I got my power coming in. I got a single light that's going to go up here somewhere. I got above cabinet lighting that's going to go, I don't know, there somewhere. And I have under cabinet lighting that's going to go down here somewhere. So I got enough wire in. You're probably wondering why I'm just running all over the wall, are you?
Well, no.
So I think what we decided, or what I decided, I don't know if I told you, but I think we should do something on the wall here. I don't even know what. Some type of material to cover the wall and make kind of like a backsplash type of thing. And also what that will allow me to do is it'll allow me to just run my wire anywhere I want. Wire. Woo, yeah. Wire. I can just gouge this out, run my wire wherever I want, and not have to worry about getting it down in the walls and fishing it down through the insulation or whatever's there. I don't know. But this will just make it easier that I can run all my spots. And then once I have them in, we'll put some type of material in first, and then we'll put our cabinets over the top of that. I think it's just going to make it way easier. So that's how we're going to go with that.
Well, what kind of material are you thinking?
I don't know, but we don't want to let the cat out of the bag because that'll be episode 2, not episode 1. So let's not give him any. I don't know yet. I really don't know. So we'll talk about it and we'll choose whatever you want.
Okay.
I headed over to Jamie's house because I need some material. And as you can see from the last couple of videos, I've been trying to be a big boy and do this stuff on my own without Jamie's help. But this piece of material I need, I just don't have it laying around the shop. I don't want to go buy it because I want to match the other side of the dining room there, which I got that piece from Jamie as well. So he has so much material laying around. So I need to go down there and get a piece about 8 foot long, and needs to be about 18 inches wide, and it needs to be kind of rough sawn look like the other side. So I am going to go here today, and hopefully he has what I need. Let's check it out. Man, it's freezing out here. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. There he is. What's going on?
I don't even want to know what you've been talking to that camera about.
Just you, baby, just you. You got what I need?
I don't know anything about what you need. I'm just working on some tables here.
Woo!
Well,
man,
that ain't so pretty looking right there, but
I
it
think
will
she's
be.
good to go, dude.
It will be. I'm just dabbling here, you know.
Wow. What
Filling,
kind of cookie is that?
This is a burly maple.
And you're gonna make a table out of it?
Curly, burly, squirrely. Yeah.
So yeah, why don't you tell the folks out there you got a new thing going on, right?
Well, I have a lot of cookies. If you don't know, this is a cookie. It's a slice off the end of a tree. And I decided I love cookies so much that I'm gonna start making cookie tables and selling them.
Sweet.
So I'm probably gonna set up an Etsy store. I have a really good local shop that's gonna start selling them for me immediately, but working on the Etsy thing so that anybody anywhere could get one.
Okay, so we'll keep you all informed once that shop is up and running.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
It's freezing cold outside and the AC's on, so it's a little loud, but of course Jamie had what I needed. So I got some Black Hill poplar here to make my tabletop with. Now you can see that this stuff is pretty thick and probably kind of wanky around, so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna cut it down to my about 8 foot, get my somewhat length, and I'm gonna go ahead and joint the edges and get it planed down to about what I need, get it glued together to get my 18 inches because it doesn't have anything that thick. So I'll do a little bit of processing this, get it glued together, and then when I take it home I'll go ahead and fit it when I need to and get it put in. Well, there she is. She looks pretty good. The only thing, and I don't know if Steph's gonna balk at this or not, but the one that I have on the other side that I did last year was one piece and it has a rough look to it, which she likes. But the problem with this one is that Jamie's inventory sucks. So he doesn't have one wide enough to do in one board, which
Sorry, I'm out of 18-inch wide boards.
which is whatever. It is what it is, you know. I'll deal with it. But so we had to glue some together, and I hope you all know that was a complete joke. But so we had to glue some together, which it looks awesome. And I wish I didn't even have to paint it. I wish I could just stain it. I think it would look phenomenal, or put some clear on it. But we'll talk to the boss, see what she wants to do, see what her thoughts are, and hopefully it'll look all right. That the tops don't match. If she does have a problem with it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just gonna have to sand down the other side and repaint it, which isn't the end of the world. It is what it is. But hopefully she'll love it. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, you bet.
So I've been seeing this sign every day I drive home. It's kind of fallen down now, but it says free firewood up here. And I'm always in my truck and it's been super wet. But today I'm in Stephanie's Jeep. And I think we're going to take a look and see what kind of wood's up there since we're in this thing. And it's a little bit cold outside, so I think everything might be frozen. So we're going to see what this four-wheel drive has to offer us. Let me see if I know how to do this. Maybe in park. There we go. Four-wheel drive. There we go. Let's give it a whirl. There might be something up here worth coming. Maybe I'll get the truck up here one day and check it out. Well, that's all the time we got for today. Hey, stick around for the next episode when we do some more wiring. We might even get some cabinets put in. I'd like to again thank Fishing Clash for sponsoring today's video. And if you'd like to help support the channel, go ahead and download that game using my link in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.